Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to be talking about SureSmile aligners. And I might have done a video a couple years ago on this, but wow, everything changes super rapidly nowadays. So this is going to be an updated video. This is going to be more focusing towards the clinicians or the doctors in terms of wondering if they want to offer this as part of their practice. I'm just going to do a brief overview. I have no personal experience with this product. It isn't really something that I really look to offer. I don't feel that it offers, there's other things out there that I think are better, but that's just from my experience. I'm not saying it's bad. I've worked with some doctors who've used it in our StraightSmile Solutions consultancy practice, and it's been okay. I'll just real high level overview for you, the benefits and maybe what I consider a disadvantage. And I am showing you their doctor facing brochure right now. Thank you, SureSmile, for allowing me to keep this up. Hopefully it'll benefit doctors. I'm just being really straightforward. All the opinions in this content video is the opinions of myself. They are not the opinions of SureSmile or Dentsply or whatever we're calling them now, Raintree, Essex. I don't know what they are. But SureSmile is yet another aligner company that's out there. A long time ago, they only worked with orthodontists. Now they are more open-minded. A long time ago, they didn't have any of the features that I needed, so I never used them. Clearly, they have some new features now, which is great, but a lot of people think that only Invisalign has these features, and that's totally not true. Now, they have more features than ClearCorrect has, which I think is good, because that's one of the major disadvantages of ClearCorrect is that they're like stuck, circa 2005 with their 2006 with their aligners. Nothing's changed really besides the plastic. So they do have precision cuts, as you can see here. That's why I showed this picture. They do have Pontics. Well, you still have to fill them, but they have Pontics, which is nice. They still use Essex Ace, which I think is an extremely inferior type of plastic. I was using that 30, 20 years ago. Nothing special about that. It isn't at all. There's way better plastics out there. Of course, I think Invisalign's SmartTrack is good. I think Zendura FLX is better than Essex Ace. So for me, that's a major disadvantage that their plastic is still circa 20 years old. It doesn't move teeth as well, I don't think. One thing I did notice that I thought was cool that I didn't know is it seems like they have two different trim lines. That's huge. As far as I know, no one else has that. It doesn't mean no one else has that. Just as far as I know, no one else has that. I like that they have a scallop trim line and then they have a straight line trim line. And I have a ton of different videos on that. So different patients, different things, depends on how big their clinical crowns are. Are you going to be using attachments? Are you not going to be using attachments? But I like that you have a choice. So that's actually really cool. So I'm going to give them a thumbs up for that. Besides that, everything else is like whoop-de-doo. I think they do have two different price points, just like ClearCorrect does, where they have where you pay per aligner price point, and they includes unlimited revisions, refinements for up to 3 years, not 5 years like Invisalign price point. Also, ClearCorrect is 5 years, so that 3 years is you should be done in 3 years, right? But it is a difference, right? I think that their fee for the unlimited, they're calling it something else. I don't know what they're calling it, complete or something like that, but their fee for that is lower than Invisalign. I don't know what it is. I couldn't find it anywhere. And as far as I'm concerned, their customer service is abysmal. I've tried to get a hold of them for years, talk to a real person. When I click on a lot of their pages online, I get code and I get error messages. So, clearly their website needs some major revamping. I find that I have worked within their portal with some doctors before, and I find their portal super clunky and hard to use, really hard to navigate. I'm sure there's a learning curve, but I find Invisalign and the new ClearCorrect Pilot is actually way better. So it's pretty bad, I think, their tier. I heard that they do also have bite ramps. I didn't see it on this handout, but that's a big deal if they do, because ClearCorrect doesn't have bite ramps. ClearCorrect doesn't have precision cuts. So besides that, yeah, they have a flex pricing and an unlimited pricing. I have no idea what their flex pricing is. I am assuming it's less than ClearCorrect and more than what I do with white label, which if I had to guess, it's somewhere around 30, 35. If it's right in the middle, I heard that's where it is. It's somewhere in that neighborhood. But you can just do so much cheaper out there. and so much better. I do like that they do take any scan. Of course, that's huge because a lot of people have Medit and 3Shape and other types of scanners that Invisalign doesn't take, and that's why they use SureSmile. Most doctors are charging around the neighborhood of $3,500 to $3,900 for SureSmile, whereas they might be charging around $5,000 for Invisalign, maybe a little more, but that's up to the doctor what they want to charge. But I mean, their lab fee is lower, so you know, ultimately that's your choice, and maybe they're using simpler cases. But yeah, I mean, I think it's something you could definitely consider. I think you have to buy in order to start. Like, you can't just start. I think you have to purchase like an onboarding thing, and I think it includes a couple of cases or something like that. So someone told me that. I don't know if that's true. But again, if you're listening to this video and you work for SureSmile, aka Dentsply, aka Raintree, and you actually want to help me make a better one of these, I would love to make a better video for you, but you have to give me the information. So, if I can't find it on my own, then clearly a lot of doctors are trying to get it as well. So it's always good to put the information out there. All right, thanks so much.